this week we switched from Rogers to Bell. They were having a great deal, so we grabbed it. So the Bell technician comes in, he changes the modem, he takes care of the home phone, then he goes to my wife and says, "Here's the TV, tell me where to put it up." And my wife says, "Oh, can you take it back? We don't want it." And he looked at her and said, "Yeah, but it's the TV. You want me to put it up?" My wife said, "No, we don't want it. Can you just take the box back with you?" And he says, "No, ma'am, you don't understand. This is the TV. You need this in order to watch TV." And my wife said, "We don't own a TV. I don't want it. Can you take it back with you?" And he was aghast. Without exaggeration, he stared at her, his mouth dropped. He said, "What do you mean you don't own a TV? You mean down here? So should I go up to the master bedroom and put it in there?" And my wife said, "No, we don't own a TV in this home. There's no TV. I don't want the box. Take it back with you." And he was astonished. He looked at her and said, you really don't own a TV in this home?" And she said, "No." He said, "Wow." He's like, "I immigrated from India many years ago. When I was young, we grew up, we had dinner around the table like a family. We talked to our parents." He said, "Now my kids are on devices all the time. The TV is always playing in the background. You can't escape it." He said, "If you actually don't have a TV, bless you, you must have a wonderful family life." And it was a very big learning lesson for me and my wife. Sometimes you need these reminders from very random places to teach you what is really critical and what is secondary in your life. I'm not telling everyone to take their TVs, tear it down off the walls and throw it to the curb. Although if you did so, it may not be a bad idea. But just like Joseph, who we're introduced to in this week's Torah portion, Joseph was given everything. The favorite youngest son of his father, the forefather Jacob, someone who was brilliant, handsome, charismatic, had dreams of prophecy, was going to be a king. Yet he had to leave the warm confines of his father's household, the house of Jacob, and go into not only a different country, but the worst immoral, most degraded place alive, Egypt. And only in that crucible was he able to build himself and actualize his potential. The reminders of what society can be without values, without Judaism, without Torah. Everyone around him told Joseph, "I can be better, I can be great." And he needed those reminders. We live in exile, and sometimes we need whatever reminders we can get from the most unexpected places. And here I want to thank Naeem from Bell, who reminded me what is supposed to be important in my life and what should be my focus. When you're in a place that's foreign and strange, as we are, not in the land of Israel, not all home, we have to take whatever reminders we get from even the most unexpected of places and just remind myself, what is critical in my life? What do I really need? What do I not need? And how can I build a better Jewish life with those amazing reminders that is sent by the grace of the Almighty? This is, of course, the story of Hanukkah. We were outnumbered completely, and yet we realized back then what was critical in our lives and what was secondary, and we fought for it. We have to realize what's critical in our lives, take those reminders, and be able and have the desire to fight for them with our very lives. Shabbat Shalom, and have a wonderful, joyous Hanukkah.